But the next news,
I wanted to run something by you before I forgot.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you see that footage on, speaking of white Broncos and O.J. Simpson, did you see that footage that it's so heartbreaking? It's so heartbreaking. Of, the kid who played Anakin Skywalker in
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I mean, I know it's not really funny, but I'm glad you brought that up because now, apparently Jake Lloyd has been committed. No, not committed. That's not the right word. But he's now schizophrenic.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was such a dangerous looking chase. The cops are like bombing it after him, man. And they got like the POV dash cam, and that kid's just all over the place, like Dukes of Hazzard style. It was wow.
Well, it's just funny you mention it because I was looking at that the other day. Hold on, let me get the article up. Okay, Star Wars actor Jake Lloyd moved out of jail into a psychiatric ward. He's moved into a psych ward and now labeled as schizophrenic. Suffers from schizophrenia. Wow.
Yeah, his parents were saying they want him to get better. They're leaving him there for now. But yeah, it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. I've known people with schizophrenia, and it's so surreal when it's someone you know, and it's so surreal when it's like when things happen like that. Like anything can happen. Nothing's limited. Like any action could happen at any time, and it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked a lot of trash about the prequels and Episode 1. It's one of those things that I don't think, I heard stories. He was bullied through school after that, for his performance, and
they were just jealous because they weren't making those Lucas bucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was getting a bunch of shit. I don't, like being schizophrenia now, being committed to a psych ward. It's sad. He doesn't deserve it. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Yeah.
But I just saw that, my heart melted, man. I felt so bad. I was just like, oh my god, that poor kid. That poor kid.
But yeah, I saw that, I think on Facebook, and I was like, wow. I mean, the same kid from Jingle All the Way in Star Wars Episode 1. But just in case if anyone didn't know that, now you know.
Yeah.
But I was going to mention, because I don't know if you had heard about this, but the new Spider-Man film has got a title.
I'm fresh to this. I don't know anything about it. Fire away.
Alright, so now I'm getting your reaction, your raw reaction.
Oh, God.
Coming out next year, the title is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Homecoming? They're not going with Underoos?
I don't know. I mean, what is it? Homecoming breakfast? Homecoming dinner?
Yeah. Isn't he already at home because he's a little kid?
Well, he's already a little kid. He's like 18, 19 in this film.
They should have went with that really little kid, the cute one, who was... Well, I can't remember his name, but he would have made a good Peter Parker. The one with the long hair. I forget his name. Anyway, go back.
No, they have this guy, Tom Holland, playing Spider-Man, and it seems from the title they're going to go back to high school again and start back from there.
Wow.
So it's another reboot, I guess.
No, why can't they just continue from... Because you would assume that what's going to happen in Civil War, even though they're not doing the unmasking of Spider-Man, they're kind of doing the new Spider-Man, unless they're doing Homecoming as a prequel to set everything up so Spider-Man does be unmasked in Civil War, like a time travel kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen so many origin Spider-Man movies now that I don't think, like Batman, I don't think we need another one.
No.
Like, people who don't even know Spider-Man know his upbringing. You know?
They've done it too many times. I mean, two times is too many. And I don't think they're going to learn. I mean, people are... Because I know they were shown a trailer at this kind of convention thing. And even from the trailer, there's a scene where Iron Man visits Aunt May, who's played by Marisa Tomei, so you got a MILF playing.
Yeah.
But...
Marisa Tomei.
Yeah, I think she's a little too hot to play Aunt May, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, Aunt May's supposed to be this scraggly old thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know who would make a great Aunt May is fucking Tweety's caretaker, that old lady from Looney Tunes.
She looks like the part. Marisa Tomei, she's a great actress. I like her. I like her, My Cousin Vinny and such. Anger Management, but yeah, I mean, this new Spider-Man, Tom Holland. I don't know. I know people are praising him from like early viewings of Civil War, which I'll talk about. But you call it Spider-Man Homecoming. I mean, why?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
And then the rumored villain, which I think could be true, is Vulture.
I would like to see a Spider-Man noir, because they have that whole storyline where Vulture eats Uncle Ben, right?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So that would kind of... I guess in a way it would kind of make sense, but I think Spider-Man, noir takes place in alternate. Like, I don't think he can web swing. I think he can only crawl around and stuff. But, Marisa Tomei, she was good in Seinfeld. She was great in Slums of Beverly Hills. I love her in that movie, but I'm not too keen on her with the Spider-Man thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
But a trailer that was just released, Doctor Strange. I don't know if you saw it.
Already? Oh wow.
Yeah. I actually liked it. I like the look of this. It's kind of, how can I put it? It's kind of a setup. Like, it's not a trailer. It's more of a teaser.
Okay.
But it has that kind of vibes of Inception and The Matrix. It looks interesting.
I'll give that a shot. I loved what he did in that sequel to The Hobbit. Like, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings or Hobbit fan, but I really loved the second Hobbit movie. I really loved the frame rate in that movie. Like, the frame rate in that just blew me away. Completely blew me away. I wish everything action-oriented looked like that. If they made another Rambo, that's what I want. That's the format I want to see another Rambo movie in. But, Benedict Cumberbatch, or whatever his name is, was so fucking intense in that movie as the dragon. He's got that voice, you know. And that last shot of the movie is him flying off to kill everybody, right? And just, he's got this great presence about him. So I wouldn't mind seeing him in that Doctor Strange. Does sound intriguing to me, because I'm not too up to date on Doc Strange. You know, I don't know all there is to know about him. So it'd be cool to go into that one fresh too. You know.
Yeah, I'm not all too familiar with Doctor Strange. I know he's like, some people say he's a sorcerer or some type of magician. But, I mean, I think the trailer has some interesting shots in it. Like, it kind of reminds me of Inception.
Okay.
Like, there's a scene at the end where, how can I put it? It's like a dream. It's like cities, they kind of fold up.
Okay.
So...
Kind of like Inception.
Yeah. So I mean, it looks interesting. But kind of talking about Civil War, there's already early positive buzz with Civil War, and people are saying that Spider-Man is the best part of the movie, so that kind of says that he's going to be more in the film than we thought, but at the same time, it worries me. Like, is it one of these things that someone's going to die and already they're justifying the movie. They're just justifying it.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be. There's only one movie that I'm not allowed to talk about it now, but I was treated to a screening of that. I could talk about it next week. But there's only one movie I think, where I can actually say the hype was worth it right now. And it was really good. So, bam.
What? Oh, it was Civil War?
No. But I'll get into that later.
Oh. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like Star Wars 7 again. Like, people love the movie, and I'm like, but you fucking kill Han Solo.
Yeah.
So is it one of these things again with Civil War? Is like Captain America's gonna die?
It feels like that.
And people are just gonna praise it and justify it. And,
yeah. Then Bucky's, we all know, doesn't it go like Captain America dies, then Bucky takes over or something like that? So, and then honestly, I don't want to see Captain America die.
I don't either. Who does? I mean,
just as much as I didn't want to see Superman die in that last movie.
No, and I like Chris Evans.
Yeah, I love it. I love him as Captain America. He's great.
But it's my dog barking in the back.
Your dog loves Chris Evans.
Yeah. Well, no, someone's here, so he's probably barking at that. But it worries me. I mean, it's just, I will probably eventually see it, but I don't really look forward to it.
Yeah.
But I know that you have mentioned something beforehand, that the 23 Jump Street and Men in Black crossover is happening.
Yeah.
Sony's moving forward with it, and it's called Men in Black 23. It might be 23.
I don't want to see that.
What are your thoughts?
I haven't seen the other two Jump Streets. I don't want to see them, honestly. I just don't want to see them. I just don't like that whole idea. I mean, I just don't like it. I think it's a waste of money. It's a waste of, our cinema money that we paid these companies to make, you know what I mean. We fuel the machine, right? And they give us this shit. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're gonna bring back Tom Lee Jones and Will Smith.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to a friend about this too. Is that they've been wanting to reboot Men in Black. I mean, this is their excuse.
Oh, for sure.
And
for sure.
It just seems like that. Like,
sell more toys.
Yeah, what are you gonna have? A couple of unfunny Joe Schmoes take that place, take that mantle, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just this idea is just not.
Bring back Stallone as an alien.
Yeah, something like that.
God damn.
I mean, just as crossover is not. Yeah. Nah, I still haven't seen 21 Jump Street or the sequel, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna cross over to Men in Black, and on top of that, it's not like okay, if you brought back Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith, maybe there's a little interest there, but you're not gonna bring them back because this is basically a smokescreen for a Men in Black reboot.
Mm-hmm.